And hello everybody, welcome to Michigan International Speedway as we prepare for race number 14 of the Mobil1 Cup Series Division 2. This is going to be the next to last stop until the chase field is locked up, and we got a mess of drivers here in this division to keep an eye on during the course of the day. First of all, let's talk about our points lead scenario. Stephen Dillon came in only 1 point behind Sean Galligan. He set the precedent by finishing in the 17th position in the Division 1 race. Sean Galligan is going to have to finish in the 17th position or better to lead with the points lead. If he finishes 18th, they'll be tied for the points lead heading into the regular season finale at Arizona Speedway. Okay, so we're going to be keeping an eye on Sean Galligan, seeing if he can come away with a finish any better than 17th. Also, we got a lot of top contenders in the standings, a lot of contenders that are outside the top 10 standings as well that are trying to move their way in. Let's start first. We got 3rd place in the standings, Arnold Columbia. 4th place in the standings, Amy Nathan. 6th place in the standings, Jake Cole. 7th place in the standings, Zach Carlson, who, by the way, is also the rookie points leader right now. Then you've also got Matthew Rodriguez. He's 10th in the standings, a very critical spot for Matthew. He'll need a good top 10 to get into the top 10 and get locked in instead of being right there on the precipice where he could easily fall out. Drivers that are going to try and move their way into the top 10 include Jake Baskinger. He and Matthew Rodriguez are actually tied for 10th place, so this is very close for both those drivers. Also, 13th in standings is where we find Tony Speeds. He's only 4 points out of the top 10 spot, and Jacob Lawler comes in 14th in the standings. He is also 4 points out of that top 10 spot, so it's going to be very interesting to keep an eye on all those drivers during the course of the day. Also, we had Logan Ryan go to victory lane in the Division 1 race. That was his first NNSCRA victory. Will we have the same thing happen today? We don't know. So we got Joseph Bryan on the pole. Alongside of him is going to be Bill Raymond, Barney Ward, then Ben Ward. It's Ward's filling up row 2. Then Ken Johnson and Danny Wells. First driver we got before we get to a top 10 contender, I think, is back in the 10th position. That's Tony Speed. And he's trying to get into the top 10. Here we go. Green flag will come out. Here's the starting lineup. I got one special piece of advice for these drivers. Don't go 4 and 5 wide. Wait a minute! There's a car off the pace back there, and I'm almost guessing that's our points leader, Sean Galligan. As the green flag comes out, that is Galligan. Galligan's on pit road. The points leader is on pit road. Sean Galligan, what's up there? Green flag is out. But oh no, Sean Galligan, is this strategy or is there something wrong with that car? He pulled down to the apron before the green flag even came out. Bill Raymond got a big run on the high side there, but Joseph Bryant's going to challenge back to the inside. Bryant looking for his first Mobil1 Cup Series victory. He got his first Truck Series victory this season earlier on. But Bryant's going to take the lead. Here comes Ken Johnson, here comes Dylan Young, and here comes Red Bell all on the inside line. But is Sean Galligan? Yeah, Galligan's down and away. Galligan, I can't tell if that was a scheduled stop or not. I think it's going to put him a lap down, though. That's not good for the guy who comes in with the points lead, but he'll lose it if he finishes 18th or worse. Right now, he's running in the 41st position. Whoa, look out. I heard someone scraping the wall back there. Now, if Galligan can get out ahead of these guys, it might be okay for him. Are they 4 wide back there? Please say they're not. Yes, they are. Oh, and they're wrecking. They're wrecking. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yep, the yellow flag is out. Ken Johnson looks like he's going to lead him back to the line. Let's see if Sean Galligan can stay ahead of these guys. They're starting to catch up to the back bumper of the Aspen Dental Toyota. I think he's going to be okay. Galligan, boy, was that a timely caution for him or what? The points leader will get back on the lead lap as Ken Johnson will lead us under the caution. And, oh, Pichu London's involved. Callum Wales was involved. Dylan Poteet got a piece of it. Arnold Columbia, 3rd in the standings. He was in it. William Duncan, in his first Mobil1 Cup Series start, may have gotten a piece of it as well. And there may be some damage to Jake Baskinger, who, as we mentioned, is tied for 10th in the standings with Matthew Rodriguez. He needed a good run to lock himself in. But we're under the caution, and there's the lucky guy right there, points leader Sean Galligan. He's back on the lead lap. Let's see what we're under the caution flag for. Let's take a look here. Looks like they tried to go 4 wide with Columbia, William Duncan, Pichu London, and Callum Wales. And it's Pichu getting into William Duncan. It sends him up into Callum, and Callum spins around. William Duncan comes down, clips the Haynes car of Arnold Columbia. Oh, Jake Baskinger did indeed get a piece of that. Look at Kenny McCurry. Does McCurry get past Callum Wales? No, Kenny McCurry got some front-end damage as well to the 62 car. And so it was basically a 7-car incident down the back straightaway that put us under the caution flag. Let's see if any of these drivers are going to be able to get their repairs done and return to the racetrack, as we got Jake Baskinger, who comes in 11th in the standings, and we got Arnold Columbia, who came in 3rd in the standings, both involved in the first caution of the day. So we will get ready to go back to green flag racing. It'll be on lap 7 of 30, and we do not have anybody retired. So that's nice. Everybody is still in it to win it. Let's give you their rundown, brought to you by Walmart. Save money, live better, Walmart. Ken Johnson is the leader. Second is Red Bell. Third is going to be pole sitter Joseph Bryant. Alex Filter will restart in 4th. And how about Tony Speed? 13th in the standings, 4 points out of the top 10. This could get him into the top 10, no doubt about it, as he is in the 5th position. Dylan Young, he runs in 6th. 7th is Adam Rose. Ralph Mason runs 8th. Bill Raymond 9th. And Dunn LaPrade is in 10th. 11th place will be Ryan Juke. 12th will be Ben Ward. Aaron Williams 13th, 14th is Timmy Pacioli, and Barney Ward is in 15th. 16th is Jake Rogers, Danny Wells is 17th, Zach Carlson 7th in the standings, and the rookie points leader right now in the 18th position. 19th is Jake Cole, he's 6th in the standings, so a good run for him. And Cole Daly, who won at Daytona, he's going to be in, or I think he won at Daytona. Yeah, he did win at Daytona, so he's in 20th. Jacob Lawler is in 21st. Lawler is 14th in the standings, trying to get into the top 10. Right now, this is not the way to do it. 21st place, I don't think we'll get it done. John Castle is in 22nd. That Precipice driver we were talking about is Matthew Rodriguez. He's currently in 23rd, so he really needs to move his way up, get a better finish than that. Carter Keselowski is 24th, and Richard Johnson is 25th. Alex Tanker is going to be 26th. Wolfgang Mason, 27th. 28th is Christian Janes, and Amy Nathan will be 29th. Alan Tanker will complete the top 30. Jake Baskinger is going to restart in 31st. He's another Precipice driver trying to move his way into the top 10. The green flag will come back out. Sean Galligan is going to restart in 34th place. Will, our current points leader, he's got to pick up some spots. Remember, he's got to finish 17th or better in order to leave as the points leader. 18th, he would leave tied with Stephen Dillon for the points lead. 19th or worse, Stephen Dillon would leave with at least a 1-point advantage. If that were the case, Stephen Dillon would become the 3rd different points leader in 3 races. Amy Nathan led the points, not Amy Nathan. Arnold Columbia led the points, leaving Daytona. Sean Galligan led the points, leaving Chicagoland. And if Stephen Dillon becomes the points leader leaving here today, it'd be the 3rd different points leader in 3 races. As Joseph Bryant pretty much had Ken Johnson all to himself. There was a gap between himself and Adam Rose. Whoa, they're wrecking! Oh, Red Bell is around! Alex Filter, Aaron Williams, and others all piled up and collected. Look out! Oh, a car's flipping and barreling! That's Jake Baskinger! Alex Filter is involved. There's John Worry. Arnold Columbia is involved again. William Duncan is crunched. And Jake Baskinger, where is he? I saw him flipping. I think he's on pit road, actually. Oh my goodness, look at the carnage. Red Bell. There's John Worry. There's Jake Baskinger. There's Aaron Williams. Is it Dylan Poteet back behind him? I think that's Poteet. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Didn't mean to hit Jacob Lawler. Yes, that is Dylan Poteet. Aaron Williams, Arnold Columbia 3rd in the standings. Jake Baskinger in the 11th position in the standings. That's not going to help him. And John Worry, also in the IHOP, I think it's a Chevrolet, maybe it's a Dodge, is involved as well. Let's take a look and see what happened. That's a big wreck that occurred, and that was in turn 1. I don't think we've had a wreck in turn 1 in quite a while. Well, this incident almost didn't happen. It was right up here at the front of the field, too. Right there, Red Bell and Alex Filter, they make some contact, bounce down to Ryan Juke, and watch right here, Red Bell, she spins around, but it's as if she's going to save it, but nope, she's not able to. The car snaps back around on her. Alex Filter makes contact with Aaron Williams, and Aaron Williams straight up into the wall. Oh, man. That was a hard hit for that 73 car. And then, oh, look at this. Alex Filter, look out, look out, look out. Filter's going to get nailed by Jake Baskinger. Look at Sean Galligan work his way through that. Unbelievable. Wait, where did Baskinger go? Oh, there's Baskinger. Oh, I got to rewind this because I wasn't able to find him quick enough. Oh, I think it's John Worry that hits Baskinger. Right there is a collaboration. It was a collaboration of both John Worry and Arnold Columbia, who got the 71 car airborne. Look at him sliding up. Oh, he hits the wall along with John Worry. Callum Wales somehow, and Kenny McCurry. I don't know how Kenny McCurry got through there without any damage. That's rather bizarre to me, but... Well, maybe Callum Wales gets nailed here by Dylan Poteet, actually, right there. Oh, yeah. And then he goes up and he gets nailed by William Duncan right there. And Poteet, does his car go upside down? We know that Baskinger's did, as it actually did land on all four wheels, thank heavens. But yeah, Poteet flipped as well. There's two cars flipping here at Michigan. This track isn't supposed to have flips. And oh dear. Oh, Poteet up and oh, into the catch fence. Poteet, oh good grief, look at that car! And it got caught in the catch fence. Oh no, it does come back down I think, but oh my goodness, that's a scary wreck. We're under the caution, as if you didn't guess. And oh man, Jake Baskinger, Dylan Poteet, this is wild. Let's try and settle it all out as we go back to green flag racing. So we'll get ready to go back to green, as I'm sure the lights will go out on top of the pace car. They do indeed, so we'll go back to green flag racing, and it'll be on lap 13 of 30. We had every single car that's still left in this race on pit road just a moment ago, and luckily there were no incidents off of pit road. However, the guy who came in first came out second. That's Ralph Mason. Joseph Bryant, the pole sitters, back out in front. Okay, before we show you who's going to be restarting where, let's talk about the guys that have retired from the race. William Duncan in his first start, certainly not the way he wanted to end this race. 35th is where he'll end up. Alex Filter, he'll get 36th. 37th will be John Worry. Aaron Williams will be 38th. Jake Baskinger came in tied for 10th in the standings. As a matter of fact, came in tied for 9th, literally, but he was listed 11th in the standings. That's not going to be a good day for him, as he is 39th. Arnold Columbia, he's going to lose some spots in the standings. I don't think he'll fall out of the top 10, but he was 3rd in the standings, and now he's out of the race in 40th, and out of the race as well is Dylan Poteet. Alright, so let's get ready to show you your top 15 as we get ready to back to green flag racing, brought to you by Walmart. Save money, live better, Walmart. Okay, Joseph Bryant is going to lead him back. Ralph Mason will be 2nd. Ryan Juke will be 3rd. 4th, Adam Rose. And Barney Ward in his first start, he's up there in the 5th position. Make that Ben Ward. Tony Speed is in 6th. 7th, Zach Carlson. 8th, Dylan Young. 9th, Ken Johnson. Matthew Rodriguez is now up to 10th. Remember we talked about him being one of those critical drivers? 10th in the standings. He's up in the 10th position. That's a good run for the 60 right now. Cole Daly is going to be 11th. 12th will be Barney Ward. Then it's Bill Raymond, 13th. 14th, Carter Keselowski. And Dunn LaPrade completes the top 15. We'll go back to green flag racing. Let's find out where Sean Galligan is going to restart. 33rd. He squeaked by that last wreck. Not figuratively, literally squeaked by that last wreck, and he's going to be in the 33rd position as we go back to green flag racing. Joseph Bryant trying to pick up his first Mobil 1 Cup Series win of his career. Ralph Mason trying to do the same. Ryan Juke trying to get to victory lane for the 2nd time this year. That would put him firmly in control of one of the wild card spots. As I mentioned in the Division 1 race, as Ralph Mason will take the lead. In the Mobil 1 Cup Series, we have no two-time winner. Every driver who has won a race has only won one this season, so it really comes down to who's got the better points position, since the drivers all have at least one win and not two, as Adam Rose takes the lead. Ben Ward coming to the inside. Whoa! I think he almost got turned by Zach Carlson. I don't know if he and Zach Carlson made the exact same move at the exact same time, but it almost looked like Ben Ward almost went sideways down the front straightaway. And whoops, that was a epic fail on my part. Ben Ward's going to keep the lead, but not for long. Here comes Zach Carlson to the inside. Pretty impressive with Zach Carlson right now. Carlson's doing very well in the rookie standings. He's the leader in that. And he's now in the top 10 in standings as well, as he is in the 7th position. Here comes Matthew Rodriguez. He's feeling the desperateness of having to get to the front. Rodriguez trying to go to victory lane for the 2nd time this year. He went to victory lane earlier on this season, and let's not forget the Rodriguez brothers have this track pretty well figured out, because we had Jacob Rodriguez, his younger brother, go to victory lane in the truck race in Division 2. However, let's also remember Jacob Rodriguez did not have the best of luck in the, there's a wreck! Tony Speed, Ken Johnson! I couldn't tell who else. Caution's out. May have been Adam Rose I saw. I saw a yellow car. Barney Ward's going to try and lead him back to the stripe. And I think he will do so. Barney Ward is going to be the leader under the caution flag. And wow, this is big. Let's see who may have been involved. Ken Johnson we saw get turned. He's involved. Dylan Young may have gotten a piece of it. Christian Janes is involved. Oh, and Jake Cole! Jake Cole! Damage to the 41. 6th in the standings. Michigan plays no favorites. No doubt about that. Adam Rose was involved. John Castle was involved. And maybe fourth in the standings, Amy Nathan. I can't see any visible damage to the 55, but it's possible she could have been involved in that. Sean Galligan's up to 24th. He needs to have 7 more spots to leave as the points leader. Caution's out. The leader under caution is going to be Barney Ward, but the biggest story out of this whole wreck is right there. Well, actually, no. Jake Cole's actually already out of the race, so we can't even show you his damaged race car. That's going to be a tough hit in the standings for him. And boy, Michigan continues to play havoc with the chase points. Let's see what happened. Oh, I'm going to wager a guess. They tried to go 4 wide again. Am I right? Yeah, just barely. Tony Speed gets up into Adam Rose, and then they go straight up into Ken Johnson. See who else may have gotten a slight piece of it. There's Ken Johnson getting turned around directly in front of... Is that Ralph Mason? I think it was, but I don't think Ralph Mason got any damage. How did Jake Cole get involved? There he is in the white and green car, and right there... Oh, he and Christian James got together. Christian James kind of forced the 41 into Ken Johnson. And there's Dylan Young. He gets spun out. Look at Sean Galligan get on the brakes to miss that. Young, I think, just went for a spin. Does he get the wall at all? Oh, he's sliding. I think that car's going to snap around. He's going to hit driver's side first. With the momentum that car's still got. Yep, slight tap onto the outside retaining wall for Dylan Young right there. Actually, it wasn't quite so bad for the 44, though. And there you see John Castle. He had damage as he got involved. Oh, the 52 of Alex Tanker must have spun around as well. And Amy Nathan, I don't think she was really involved, but she did have to slow down to miss this wreck. So a good miss by the driver who comes in 4th in the standings. But Jake Cole right there, 6th in the standings. Another top 10 contender is involved in a wreck here at Michigan. Let's go back to green and sort the whole thing out. So we'll get ready to go back to green flag racing as we take a look at the drivers that are out of the race after this second, well, not the second incident, but yet another incident. And looks like only 2 drivers are retiring. Ken Johnson, he'll get credited for 34th, and Jake Cole will get 33rd. So not a good run for the guy who comes in 6th in the standings. Just earlier, Arnold Columbia, who comes in 3rd in the standings, was involved in a wreck. So what's going through the minds of some of these other top contenders with the fact that Michigan is not really playing out in the favor of championship runners? Anyway, here's the way we will go back to green flag racing on lap 20 of 30, brought to you by Walmart. Save money, live better, Walmart. Barney Ward. Boy, I'm going to get those words mixed up all year long, I betcha. Barney Ward is going to lead him back to the green. Joseph Bryan will be 2nd. 3rd will be Carter Keselowski. 4th will be Bill Raymond, and Matthew Rodriguez 5th. Where did Timmy Pacioli come from? Our Season 2 champ. He's up here in 6th place. 7th is going to be Zach Carlson. 8th will be Don LaPrade. 9th will be Cole Daly. And Ben Ward, I got it right, will start in 10th. Then it's David Burton in 11th. Tony Speed is still in, even though he does have damage to the front end of his Window World Dodge, but he is still in and 12th place. He needs to be there because he's 13th in the standings. Alan Tanker, he's 13th. 14th is Ralph Mason. Ryan Juke slipped all the way back to 15th place. Richard Johnson, 16th. 17th is Anthony McCurry. 18th is Danny Wells. 19th is Jake Rogers. And Wolfgang Mason completes the top 20. There you see Sean Galligan restarting in 24th position. He needs to pick up 7 spots under this green flag run. Barney Ward, Joseph Bryant, Carter Keselowski, Bill Raymond, they have not yet been to victory lane in the Mobil1 Cup Series. Matthew Rodriguez, on the other hand, has. And how about our defending champ, Timmy Pacioli? I think this is the closest to the front we've seen him in a long, long time. Does he have something in store for us? You never know. Don't right off the top of my head remember where Pacioli finished in the Truck Series race, so I don't know if he's comfortable racing here at Michigan or not. As I'm going to get it wrong again. Barney Ward is going to lose the lead. Carter Keselowski is going to get some help down low and move on by for the top spot. Now, Carter's still looking for his first win of the season as well, his first career NSA victory to be precise. Matthew Rodriguez, he goes to the inside line once again. Don't count out that 60. He is fast. It's the second time today he's been up at the front. For the last 10 laps, he's been no further than the 10th position. He's not fallen outside the top 10. But how about Cole Daly? Maybe looking for his second win of the season. He won back at Daytona. How about Dunn LaPrade? LaPrade's coming up through the field there. We haven't talked about him either. Wolfgang Mason's there. Bill Raymond's there. A whole host of new players up here at the front. They cross the stripe and we'll get the signal of 9 laps to go. I see Alan Tanker back there as well. Richard Johnson starting to try and catch up to this lead pack. Oh no, they're going to go 4 wide. They did go 4 wide, and Carter Keselowski's around. Joseph Bryant gets a piece of it. Caution's out. Alan Tanker got a piece of it, and oh, there goes Jacob Lawler after contact with Carter Keselowski. Ralph Mason got a piece of it as well. Tony Speed may have been involved. Look out. Everybody, going to try and find their way around. I think they're going to be able to. Oh! Adam Rose close right there. Man. More damage to John Castle. He may have gotten a piece of it. And Cole Daly leads under caution. Will we get back to green flag racing? No contenders. Oh, yes! I was just about to say no contenders in the top 10 involved. Sean Galligan, the points leader, is in it. Joseph Bryant got a piece of it. Jacob Lawler actually came in 14th in the standings. He was trying to get into the top 10. That's not going to help his chances. And there's the car that was basically the start of it, Carter Keselowski. Let's see what happened to him, as the leader under caution is Cole Daly. If Cole Daly could win this race under caution to give him 2 wins, he'd get wildcard spot number 1 for sure. Well, here they were going 4 wide. This time it was Bill Raymond, Joseph Bryant, Carter Keselowski, and Matthew Rodriguez. And Joseph Bryant just clips Carter Keselowski, turns him around. Bill Raymond almost spun, but he saved it. Joseph Bryant goes up, he hits Barney Ward, and then he gets flipped around again after contact again with the 54. There you see Alan Tanker get involved, but there's Sean Galligan. How did he get involved in this? Oh, I bet you Joseph Bryant comes back up the racetrack. What do you bet? Right here, let's see. He's going to come right back up. Galligan is right there, and Bryant is going to run straight into Galligan. Oh, my. That's not an easy hit to take either. Oh, my goodness. The points leader, Sean Galligan, taken out by what really was a bonehead move by Joseph Bryant. Oh, my goodness. Galligan, guess what, folks? We're going to have our 3rd points leader in 3 races, as the caution waves for the points leader, Sean Galligan, and several others. Let's go back to green. Oh my goodness, this just changes the whole picture here. I mean, look at these drivers that have been involved in wrecks during the course of this day. Sean Galligan, who comes in 1st in the standings, Arnold Columbia, who comes in 3rd in the standings, and Jake Cole, who comes in 6th in the standings. Also drivers trying to get inside the top 10. You got 11th place Jake Baskinger. He's out of the race. Jacob Lawler is now retired from the race. He came in 14th in the standings, and Tony Speed is still on the racetrack. He's 13th in the standings, but he does have damage to his Dodge. Drivers that are officially out of the race after that incident, only 2 of them, and they're the 2 that took the hardest hits. Sean Galligan, the points leader, and Joseph Bryant. Galligan will get credited for 31st place. That's not enough to keep the points lead, which means, according to my calculations here, that Sean Galligan will be either 13 or 14 points behind new points leader Stephen Dillon heading into next week's race at Arizona. Let's take a look at the way they'll come back to the restart for a 4-lap shootout. Brought to you by Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. Cole Daly is going to lead them back to the green flag. He's looking for his 2nd win of the season. Looking for their 1st wins of the season are 2nd place David Burton, 3rd place Timmy Pacioli, 4th place Ben Ward, and 5th place Dunn LaPrade. Zach Carlson is in 6th. What a good run it could be today for the 82. He's 7th in the standings, and with so many drivers ahead of him that have had such hard luck, including Michael Harvey, Arnold Columbia, and Jake Cole, he could move up maybe to 3rd in the standings. Matthew Rodriguez, a top 10 right now, that could put him into the top 10 in standings for good, as he is in 7th. 8th is Barney Ward, 9th is Richard Johnson, and Danny Wells completes the top 20 as we go ready to go back to green flag racing. Let's not forget, Danny Wells is our defending race winner in this series. He won back at Chicagoland in this division, so can he move from 10th to 1st in 4 laps? We'll see. If the caution comes out at any point during this, the race will be over back at the line, because there is not enough laps to be able to run under caution and then get back to the green flag. This is the final restart of the day, and here comes David Burton to the inside. David Burton in the 42 unsponsored car. Would love to put that car in victory lane. We've seen unsponsored cars go to victory lane before, as he's got Ben Ward behind him. Zach Carlson, looking for his first win of the season. He had some pretty big shoes to fill. He's driving the car that belonged to Joe Davis, the guy who put that car in victory lane at the season opener at Daytona, but he wants to be able to get there on his own merits, as he's now stuck in the middle of a 4-wide battle, and I don't like the look of it. I do not like the look of this. 4 wide, come on guys, please settle into 3-wide racing. Please. Oh, they do. Oh, thank heavens, that was close. Barney Ward's trying to take the second position now in a 3-wide battle, as it's now Ben Ward the leader. Sorry for that glitch, as it's going to be 3 wide. No, it's going to be the Ward brothers. Ben and Barney, side by side for the lead here at Michigan. The odds of a Ward going to victory lane could be awfully good, as they're going to continue to race 3 by 3 behind them. Look at these players that have moved into the picture now. How about Alex Tanker? We didn't talk about him. He spun out earlier, and he's up here. Richard Johnson's up here. Danny Wells is looking for 2 in a row, as he's rim riding there in the middle between Alex Tanker and Ben Ward. Wolfgang Mason to the front. And here comes the Alex Tanker machine. Oh my goodness. Alex Tanker, he's trying to go victory lane for the 2nd time this year. A lot of drivers up here who could win their 2nd race of the season and claim wildcard spot number 1, because really, they're going to get a wildcard spot if they win the race, if they're a former winner this season. We have received the white flag, by the way, folks. Alex Tanker, he's looking for win number 2, but here comes defending champ Pacioli to the inside. Timmy Pacioli, can he pull it off? Can he finally get back to victory lane? Timmy Pacioli to the inside. Cole Daly's trying to close in, though. Here comes Zach Carlson. No, it's not going to be Zach Carlson. It's instead going to be it's going to be David Burton, but here we go, Pacioli, down the front straightaway, here comes Cole Daly to the inside, light that baby up, Timmy Pacioli, the defending champ, is back in victory lane as Ralph Mason blows up on the final lap. Wow, Ralph Mason, that engine just barely made it to give him a top 15 finish. How about that? What an opportune time for the engine to let go, right after the checkered flag drops. Not before, but after. And he'll get a top 15 with a blown engine, I might add. But Timmy Pacioli has finally gotten back to victory lane. He will not, I do not think, be a contender for the championship this season, unless he could win at Arizona. Then he would get a wild card spot, but he's so far down the standings, he will not be mathematically competing for getting his 2nd championship in a row. Ralph Mason couldn't even make it back to pit road. He had to have a tow truck get him there. But the caution did not come out. Timmy Pacioli got it done. He goes to victory lane. And let's take a look now at the finishing order and the points. It's going to be a real shakeup, folks. Thanks for watching. We got the Snickers Cup cars coming here, and then we head to the season finale of the final of the regular season at Arizona. You've been watching NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best.